Hello Aquarius, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of August 2020. Aquarius, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this, which means I've got a half price reading sale going on right now. This weekend, it's on the weekend that I'm publishing this, that is, it's on my Your Next Steps read. So it's a 3-page reading. I get it out within 24 hours of you booking it, same as all my readings. And this one, it goes into your next 5 steps of what's coming up for you, but it's not really like what's going to happen to you. It's more of what's required of you. So what the universe requires of you, what your higher self requires of you to do next, those next 5 steps. So it's very empowering. And they could be inner steps and they could be outer steps too. So it could be something that you need to do in the world, or something that you need, something you need to change in your energy or your mind or something like that. So yeah, great readings. Are very popular readings. In fact, they're my second most popular reading that I've got of all time. So if you'd like to book in for one of those this weekend, they're 75 Australian dollars instead of 150, which is about 50 American dollars instead of 100. And so you can book in for one of those. I'll pop a link for it up there, also in the description box below, and you can find that on my website, behealing.com, as well. So Aquarius, let's get into it. Let's pick a tarot card out for you, first of all, from the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. All the decks that I'm using are in the description box below, if you like them. Let's get a card out for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius this week? Check out the weekly read for all signs as well. That was just me being messy. Yeah, check out the weekly read for all signs as well, because we've got a very interesting week going on this week. It's like a time out to get centered and know we're going in the right direction. Yeah, you've got the Page of Voices. This is the Page of Swords. This is about getting really clear, seeing very clearly of what's going on, of where you're headed. And so, yeah, as I was saying, in the collective, it's like we've got a timeout. It's like we're moving forward on something, maybe a new relationship or a new business or whatever. And then this week, it's like timeout, inner work time, just for a week, I think. And just get focused on that bigger picture again, or get focused on the little details. Make sure you're going in the right direction with it. Get back to your initial intentions about it, that kind of thing. And so, yeah, you've got pretty much the same thing with this card. It's like, make sure you're seeing things clearly, because how you start things, like the page, is all about communication and, setting things off, setting off on a journey. Make sure you're seeing things clearly. Make sure you're getting clear on your intentions there. I'm going to pick Colette Baron Reid Wisdom of the Oracle at the end, so stick around for that. But let's use the Limb Bells in the self-guidance cards now to find out what your story is this week, Aquarius. The card was in my hand then, it just jumped back into the bag, so... okay. We've got very clear energies this week. It's all along the same lines. All of the readings that I've done so far, anyway, I haven't done many. You're the second. I did Pisces first. But it's the same as the collective. You've got sabotage and include. So for you, Aquarius, this week is all about not succumbing to this sabotage that you have, which is in leaving yourself out of it. And so one of the big energies that they've got going on this week is making sure that you're not being like a victim. You're not being a martyr. You're not choosing to drop your vibration, in other words, to feel bad, to do something else. So you're not focused on the stuff that you don't want in the world. You're not trying to fight something. That's all vibration lowering. It never leads to anything good. And so this is saying that can be your sabotage, Aquarius, is that you can get involved in stuff like that. You can get focused on things you don't like, thinking that it's your job to rid the world of the stuff that you don't like. But as I said in the weekly read for all signs, this planet is like a huge school. There's 7.7 billion people. It's like a massive school. And so if you're in grade 5, it doesn't mean that you should fight who's in grade 1, or fight the lessons or the materials that they have for the lessons in grade 1. That's not your business. Like, there's 7.7 billion people on this planet, and it's a giant school, and people of all levels are here. And it's not your job to fight the lessons that people are having in grade 1 or grade 2 or grade 3, all of the grades that you're not. And so, including yourself, your sabotage can be leaving yourself out of it, not focusing on your own not minding your own business, not focusing on where you're at, and getting involved with focusing on other people or focusing on the things that you don't like. This is saying make sure that you've got that balance of self-love as well as giving out the energy, which means that if you've got the self-love and the giving out energy, the loving others energy balance, that means that you will never do anything that's going to make you feel bad. Because Aquarius, if something is making you feel bad, that makes your vibration drop. If your vibration drops, you're putting out worse energy into the world. You don't want to do that. You want to raise your vibration, which means you want to feel good. So anything that you're doing that's not making you feel good, focusing on fears, focusing on things that you don't like, trying to change things that you don't like in the world, none of that makes you feel good. Then you need to change that and include yourself and make sure you're doing the self-loving thing. Everything that's positive in the world is a win-win situation, whether that's a relationship. It's got to be a win-win situation. You've got to both feel good in it. If someone is being drained and the other person thinking the other person is being uplifted, then you're very much mistaken. The other person isn't being uplifted. It's not possible for someone to be uplifted by a lowering of vibration in the other person. And so include yourself. Could be some lessons coming up in that this week for you, Aquarius, if you've been stuck in those sabotage patterns, which it says you have. Aquarius, what else? This week, you got get what I want and willingness. Include yourself, right? You've got to allow yourself what you want. Don't just keep on giving out to others. Don't keep on trying to satisfy everyone else. Get focused on what you want. Include yourself. Be willing to include yourself. Be willing to ask for what you want. Be willing to receive what you want from the world. It's time to speak up for yourself, Aquarius. What do you want? Changed my life completely when I decided, oh, no, actually, I want money. I want money for myself because I deserve to have a house for my retirement. I deserve to have money so that I'm not stressed out. I deserve to have savings. Like, as soon as I realized, oh, yeah, it's time for me to focus on myself and getting the stuff for myself, for me, my abundance changed completely at that point when I was just trying to give out to others, give out to others, give out to others. The universe didn't need to give me abundance because it can give it directly to the other people. It doesn't need me as a middle woman. Yeah. It was only when I decided that I wanted some things for myself that the universe started giving to me. So make sure that you're doing that, Aquarius, especially this week. So it's like this week, time out, think about where you're headed and get refocused on what's better for you, including yourself. Include yourself. It's time to put yourself first now, because you're not putting out good energy into the world if you're not doing that. You think you are, but you're not. Aquarius, what else have you got this week? You've got compassion and believe in yourself. It's like, how many different ways can I put this? The same thing. Compassion for yourself, believing in yourself. It's time for you to turn that compassion that you have for everyone else on yourself. Be compassionate for yourself. I'm getting this vibe like you're quite happy to be in poverty, but you look at everyone else around you and you're trying to help them to not be in poverty, and you're not seeing that you're in poverty yourself. It's like choosing spiritual poverty for yourself while you're trying to help everyone else. Use your compassion on yourself. It's time. This is a massive call for you, Aquarius, to start loving yourself. It's time to learn self-love, because of all of this energy I'm getting that you're not loving yourself at all. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not willing to even ask for what you want. You're not willing to include yourself. You're not willing to be compassionate to yourself or believe in yourself. You're just doing it for other people, and that is such negative energy for the world. It doesn't feel like it. That's why I wasn't allowed to say that, because it's not right. It doesn't feel like you're doing the right thing at all, because it feels bad to you. And if it feels bad to you, it's not the right thing. It means your vibration is lowered, which means you're lowering the vibration of the collective. Not a good thing. Now, here's the light at the end of the tunnel, Aquarius. Here's your lesson this week. Success and appreciate self. When you find this self-love, when you start appreciating yourself, that's when you're going to have success. And when you've got success, you're going to be able to give properly to other people with a raised vibration. It'll change everything. It'll change everything when you've got this. And I feel like this is a huge call, huge wake-up call for Aquarians this week to love themselves and appreciate themselves so that you can actually start doing good in the world instead of being a bit of a drain. Even though you think you're doing really good, you're being a drain to the world. You're taking it down, taking the energy down. It's time to really tune in and really get aware of the energy that you're putting out there. It's the energy that you feel yourself within yourself. And to sort that out within yourself by putting yourself first. It'll feel weird at first. It feels selfish at first. But there's nothing more selfish than feeling bad. So let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle card out for you to take away. Last message for you to take away for this week, Aquarius. Come along to my daily show sometime. It's called Psychic Cafe. It's at 7 a.m. Bangkok time, pretty much every day. I'll go deeper into the daily reads, pick out cards from the decks. We have a chat. I do mini reads for people as well. Aquarius, you've got come to the edge. Come to the edge. It's going to feel like a risk. Self-love feels like a risk at first. As I said, it feels weird. If you're not used to doing it, it feels weird. It feels like you're being really selfish. But it doesn't take long for you to be in that before you start feeling really good, and then you notice that everyone else around you feels better too, and you never even realize what a drain that you're being on everyone with being in that negative energy. It's going to feel like a risk to you, but come to the edge anyway and give it a go. Give it a go. Like, how many years? How old are you? How many years have you been doing the other? How about just for a week, try it out and see how much your life changes, and feel how much your life changes, and see everyone being uplifted around you when you choose to uplift yourself. Come to the edge. Try it out. Take that risk. If it doesn't work out for you, you can always go back to your old ways. Just give it a go. Give it a go and try it out, Aquarius. Wow. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? And don't forget, I've got that half-price sale going on this weekend. Your next steps read. I'd love to read for you. There'll be a link for it around about there. Have an awesome week, Aquarius. I'll see you next time. Bye.